A great weekend spot from Fort Carson is Great Sand Dunes National Park. This is a dog-friendly national park, one of the very few. Great for families. There's lots you can do here, lots of outdoor activities. You can go play on the sand dunes. You can go off-roading on a really awesome off-roading trail. It's pretty long, so it will take you out up to that northern end if you do start from down south here, or you can start from the opposite end. And you can camp along that way, or you can camp in a camper if you reserve a spot right at the Great Sand Dunes National Park starting location there. If you do enter from the south, there is a really beautiful waterfall, Zapata Falls, about 15-20 minutes prior to the entrance. This is a very easy hike to get to. It's about half a mile. You do have to cross this creek, so wear shoes. You don't care about getting wet, but it's really gorgeous. It's almost like in this cave-looking thing with the waterfall coming through with the sunset. The water is cold, so fair warning, but this is a really awesome waterfall, super easy to get to. You do have to cross through the water, and that's probably the most difficult part of that. To get into Great Sand Dunes, again, it is a national park, so it's free to military. If you want to go sledding down those dunes, there's a little building where they rent snowboards and sleds that you can take up onto the dunes and slide down them. There was lots of families using those. This is part of that off-road trail that you can get started on. It is about 30-45 minutes, depending on how fast you want to drive down it. To get to that little building on the outside. There's not much service back here, so do plan for that if you plan on camping out here. It is pretty easy driving. They do recommend four-wheel drive in some areas because that sand can get thick, and they do have places where you can air down your tires prior to getting onto the trail. We camped. This was free. We did not have to reserve a spot if we camped on this trail. But if you do want to use a camper site or be like closer by those great sand dunes, like where you can go up and walk around on them, then you do need to reserve, and I believe you do need to pay for those as well. But we just had a quiet little camping spot. There's lots of them all the way down this trail. You can look up a good trail map, and they will show you the different camping locations. It did rain on us as soon as we got in there, but we were nice and covered, didn't last too long. And there were some pretty cool water spots. We didn't go all the way down this trail when we went. We didn't plan for it. We weren't there long enough, but we do want to go back and check out the whole rest of this trail because it goes for miles and miles and will bring us out up top. Another suggestion I would make is if you do plan on hiking the dunes, to go either early springtime or late fall time, or plan to get on them early in the day, or maybe a little bit later, because that sand can get really, really hot. So keep that in mind when you have your pups out there. Try not to take them right in midday. But this was a really awesome weekend trip. Highly suggest it. Really didn't cost us any money other than gas. So check it out if you come out to Fort Carson.